Similarly, with your time and effort reporting, the same concepts apply. Maybe you're not buying widgets, instead you're paying for labor for people to work on your grant. But you want to make sure people are tracking what award they're working on, because that's the award that should be charged, what you're actually working on. When was the work performed? Geez, it was last week. Okay, it was 6 months ago, whatever. When was it performed? Who completed the work? That's a similar type of question. So if I can't read something or I have a question, who do I go ask? When I'm an auditor, that's what I'm thinking. And when were the hours reported? So let me give you a little example. Let's say that you are filling out a timesheet or some kind of time and effort reporting at your university. And maybe you're only filling this out twice a year. Contrast that to someone who has to every Friday fill out a time card, every Monday has to be approved by their supervisor. If I'm an auditor or I'm a funder and I'm trying to go, okay, which one of these two documents do I think is a better representation of what actually happened? I'm probably going to pick the one that's a little more current and up to date than the one that's 6 months ago. Because think of it, I can't hardly remember what I had for breakfast. How am I supposed to remember what grants I worked on if I have 10 different grants I'm working on 6 months later? So just recognize that if you have these types of systems where you're reporting less frequently, they'll probably get a little more scrutiny than the systems that are working, every week you're filling out some kind of a timesheet or punching in a time clock, whatever that is. And when I use the example of time cards or time clocks, that's just an example where most people are familiar with that. We've encountered that type of example in our careers. That's not the only way. There's no requirement that it be a time card, but you do have to have some system that you're going to get as close an approximation of what people actually are doing when they submit their time. And then so that's when the hours are reported.